Hello and welcome to Uridium, or Uridium, I don't know, I call it Uridium, I could be wrong, by Mr. Andrew Braybrook. Amongst other games that he's known for is Albeit, which I've already covered on my channel, and if you have watched that video or you are familiar with Albeit, you'll probably notice very quickly that certain sound assets are identical between the two games, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind it. But the mission, the purpose of playing Uridium, is that some super dreadnoughts have invaded and you are the only pilot, blah blah blah. I'm not mocking the plot, it's very generic. Let's face it. You just need an excuse to go out and shoot things. And your job, of course, is to fly across these super dreadnoughts and disable as many defense systems as possible. And once you get the message to land, you land on the landing strip furthest down the super dreadnought, and then you overload the super dreadnought's reactor, causing it to evaporate. The gameplay is relatively simple. The main challenge when playing through these stages is not smacking into walls. You can counteract most other things, but if you're being overly eager, then flying into a wall is something that happens very easily. We're supposed to be landing here, and it can be a bit picky about when you hold down fire to land. This is the screen, which is basically just a yes/no selection screen, and of course the further you get up the lines or the tree, whatever, the more bonus points you get. It didn't happen to me during the recording of this video, but I'm fairly sure if you fail the first one you'll have to redo the level, because you didn't overload the reactor. As you overload the reactor, you get a chance to shoot anything you might have missed on the way out. The graphical design I quite enjoy. The enemies may be a bit on the simple side, but at least the player craft looks rather great. I've always found the player's craft to look rather spiffy. I don't know why I've taken to use that word, but I like the word. There's something spiffy about the word spiffy. Anyway. And of course, the super dreadnoughts themselves looks like super dreadnoughts, I suppose. At least in the age of 8-bit. The sound design I've already touched on. It's very, very similar to Albeit, the basic sounds. By and large, I'm perfectly happy with that even. They fit the game, they suit the game. Nothing much more to say. When a wave of enemies appear, you will get an audio cue, and of course when the possibly worst thing that gets sent at you, which is homing mines, they will also have a very distinct cue that makes you aware that you are being chased by something that will happily try to blow you up, and you should probably do something about it. Getting that audio cue of enemy waves appearing is very, very helpful, because as you probably noticed, when you change direction, the craft is doing a kind of flip thing, and during that maneuver you are completely invulnerable to collisions with enemies and their shots. So a very good defensive technique is, as soon as you hear the sound of a wave spawning, is to just flip immediately to make you unable to be hit from off screen. And by and large, as a game, it's probably a bit basic, especially this many years down the line, but I do find it fully enjoyable. And for me, the important thing about this game I'm always harping on about smooth scrolling, and Uridium is one of the reasons why I do that, because you can argue that graphically it's not the most demanding game in the world, but you can actually fly very, very fast if you dare, because of the walls, using a great idea. But the speed you can obtain is actually quite high, and at no point ever does the game slow down. It is scrolling as smooth as silk. It is basically a demonstration in how smooth a scroll can be on the Commodore 64. And I've always respected the technical aspect of this game, because for what it is and what it does extremely well. And I'm fairly sure that Andrew Braybrook always coded in assembly language, which was a very unique thing for coders to do, being by far the most complicated way of programming, but usually the end result pays off. It's a good game. Definitely for the age, it's a very, very good game, and I've always enjoyed picking it up from time to time and play it for half an hour. So on that note, I'm going to say thanks for watching, take care, and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.